So it's day 2 of the Do the Hard Things challenge. We are just leaving church in the parking lot right now. So my hard thing today is planning out my week with a practical plan. You know, for the past couple of, well, it just seems like this year period, it's been a wing it kind of year, right? Because it's been so many things happening. And so we've kind of been on this wing it plan because the kids have been homeschooled, and it's just been so many different elements of stuff that I kind of given myself permission to figure stuff out. But because we're now going into the holiday season, and we are getting ready to do some travel for December. I got workshops coming up. Have a lot on the roster. So today, especially with the Do the Hard Things challenge, I have to sit down and actually put a plan in place. So here's the thing. So for the next 90 days, and I was kind of mapping those things out of what it is that I want to accomplish. But one of the main things is getting my school fully up, running, and out there. It's running right now. We have students, but we have big plans, big vision, big goals. So I've been consolidating and clearing out all my products. We were taking everything out of the vault, and actually we did like a Black Friday sale, and we're going to be selling those things up to the end of the year so that we can focus on one core offer. And that one core offer is our school, the Online Biz Academy, which is designed as a school for online entrepreneurs, people who want to build six-figure service-based businesses online. And so that is what we are aiming towards. So in 90 days, I would love to have 250 students, and I would love to have everything up and running. We got a new training center that we're launching. We're going to be launching a couple of programs and workshops and stuff like that. Our main signature program is going to be six-figure services, where we're teaching people how to launch a six-figure service-based business. And so that's exciting. But in between that, I have other things going on. You're not in here, but do you want to say hi, honey?
Huh?
You want to say hi?
Hey, everybody. How are you? Good to see you.
So I'm doing a 90-day challenge. So I have to do these videos every day, no matter what's going on and where we are. You say hi, Carson?
Then what do you get?
What do you get?
Do you get paid or something?
The prize is we reach a goal. We actually finish something and accomplish something.
Well, what do you win? What is...
Well, it's my own challenge. So
Can I have a challenge?
we win the prize of building a successful business that's generating more income.
How many pirouettes can I get to? My goal is to get to 10 pirouettes in a row.
Oh, awesome. Chloe wants to do 10 pirouettes. So you have 90 days to practice. So, okay. So the goal is to get the school up and running, right? 250 students is the goal. We are, with that means we have to get the website up and running. We are, we're getting the training center. We got a new training center, so we're building that out right now. We're clarifying our program so that we can be very clear to our target market who we are, what we do, and how we serve them. So there's a lot of, that one goal has a lot of moving parts, right? And that's the thing. It's like when you do these challenges, we tend to think about all the things we need to do. The reality is what's the one thing? There's one of my favorite books is called The One Thing. And what's that one thing that needs to be done that when you do it, it will impact everything else? And so my school is my one core focus for the next 90 days, and actually having everything in place to get our first 250 students to help them build their businesses for the first quarter of next year. I would like 250 students every quarter, right, for 2020. And so that's my one core thing for business. My other core thing is for my health. So I just really pretty much am in a clear phase to work out post surgeries. And so because of the surgeries, medications, this, that, and the other, and all the stuff my body has gone through. So with all the stuff that I've gone through with all my body and stuff, I've gained like 25 pounds, and it is not pretty. It's not cute at all, right? So I am actually going through a process of trying to wean myself off of medication. It's a whole different conversation. Alkalining my body. You know, I'm working towards not eating meat anymore, getting on a plant-based diet, all this other stuff. So that's a health thing. Family thing, working on the kids and getting a very disciplined schedule for them for our homeschooling world so that they can actually be reaching their goals and stuff like that, and getting them actively involved, right? And there's other goals and stuff that we have,
Oh, can I share
like
my
credit
goal?
score goals and this, that, and the other. Sure, what's your goal?
Ay, ay, ay.
Here, I'm watching you.
Like I said, I have 3 goals. My main goal is to be on actual pre-point in the next 8 months or less.
Okay.
My 3rd goal.
That was one goal. That was the first goal. What's the second goal?
My first goal was to get 10 pirouettes in a row.
Oh, 10 pirouettes in a row. Okay.
And then after that, I want to be able to get fouettes, which is like a pirouette. Like, you know what pirouettes are. Turns. And then you put your leg out and then you...
It's a dance move.
Yeah, technically. And then my first goal was to get 10 pirouettes in a row. Second goal was to be on pre-point in the next 2 months. And
Next 8 months. You said 8 months. Pre-point in 8 months.
Next 8 months or less. Pre-point is almost the legit same thing as point, but whatever. And my 3rd goal is to not have Starbucks and Chick-fil-A every day.
Ha ha ha. All right, so we have goals. So that's what we're doing, y'all. This is day 2. Day 2's focus is making sure that I actually have a plan for the week. Because there's this new workout place that I want to go to. And so I got to schedule and get on their roster for their classes, and you cannot cancel. They want you, it's a whole little deal. So I would love to get to the gym at least 4 out of the 5 days of this week, somehow, some way, some kind of fitness. So we got to plan that out, go through some budgeting stuff. It's a new month. December 1st is today. And yeah, that's what we got going on. Okay, that is day 2 for our Do the Hard Things challenge. And here's the thing too, a couple of tips for those of you that are following this challenge. Do what you got to do when you got to do it. You see all these distractions I got right now? You still got to get it done. No excuses. However you got to do it, wherever you got to do it, whenever you got to do it, get it done. The second thing is try to plan out your hard things for your plan for the week. At least do it by 7-day increments. Don't stress yourself out trying to do too much too soon, because this is literally showing you that this is all about the ability to do things one step at a time, right? One emotional encounter at a time, right? It's like your body, your world goes through you go through a world of emotions all throughout the day, where you feel like it, don't feel like it, excited, amped up, energetic, adrenaline rush, blah blah blah. It's like an endless array of emotions. So the thing here is take into consideration that it's about doing what you can where you are, and doing it, focusing on what you need to do for the next step. All right, so day 2 for me, get this ooh, what is this person doing?
Are we going to Urban Air now?
So that's that. Gotta wrap this up. A lot going on. See you later. Day 2. Bye-bye. All right, so it is currently Sunday, 5:49 p.m. Got Netflix rolling over here. Got my laptop over there. And I am literally in my bed. So I'm sitting here in my bed. This is a sketchbook that I have. And today my hard thing was planning out my week. So I actually have my happy planner here. So I have a whole lot of stuff going on, right? I have my happy planner. I have my journal. I have my sketchbook. And I'm going into the new month of December, right? So like here I already started kind of mapping out some key things that I needed to do. So I'm going to be mapping out my week, okay? And this is my happy planner where I can plan. And so I know I have my workshop coming up. That's like a pretty big deal for the month, and I'm going to map out some things that I want to do that are the hard things. So I have like these stickers and all of that. So this is what it looks like right now for my planner. But what I'm going to do right now is go into my sketchbook and map out some key things that I want to accomplish, right? So this sketchbook, and let me see what's in here. So I put in here, I bought this for myself, and I recommend you guys do this. I'm a big time writer and journal. Like, I love to journal. But here I have here the purpose and goal of this book. So often we hear write the vision and make it plain. Although I've written my vision down so many times, I feel compelled to have a book specifically designed for this sole purpose, to remind myself of the vision, goals, plans, and intentions that God has birthed inside of me. And so I have like my declarations here, right? And I have all the things that I want to accomplish, and then I'll journal in here and all the stuff. I'll have like my overall goals, right, of what I want things to look like. I have my income sources in here. It's not complete. This was just me kind of mapping things out. You know, when I see notes and stuff from other people, I write them down, right? So this is a business sketchbook, okay? A business sketchbook. So I'm going to spend, and I will say this, it is 6 o'clock. I actually came home from church and I was so exhausted for some reason. I felt myself in church kind of winding down energetically. And so when I came home, I felt the real urge to take a nap. And so I gave myself permission to take a nap. And that was like 1 o'clock and I'm still here, right? I just put on my little t-shirt and shorts or whatever and got into bed. But I just chilled. Like, it's Sunday. I've been running recklessly like for the past however many weeks, fresh out of surgery. You know, came out of surgery on Friday, I think August 8th or something like that, and then been running ever since. So, you know, sometimes your body is talking to you, and if you are at a point where you're no good, like, give yourself permission to rest, right? Give yourself permission to do what you got to do so that you can recover and get back at it. So I rested. I gave myself a good 3 to 4 hours to just chill on a Sunday afternoon. And so now it's 6 o'clock. It's 5:56. I'm going to work on this blueprint and this plan. And I have these worksheets and things that I use. But right now, I'm just sketching out my 90-day plan, like in my sketchbook. I wrote it out in my journal today. This morning I was writing in my journal. And I kind of wrote down why I'm doing this, right? Hold myself accountable and all these things. And I kind of wrote down I just kind of let myself write down. I think I wrote down like 11 things that I wanted to see happen during this 90-day, during this 90-day process. And so, yeah, you know, and I'm a big writer. You know, it's sometimes I'm one of those people where I have to see it. And so I'll visually put stuff down on paper and whatnot. But yeah, that's what we're about to do. So day 2. What are you doing and what are you accomplishing today? What's your hard thing? Note to self. So the kids have come home and all the ruckus has started. And it is literally like extremely loud. My thoughts have been altered because of the distractions. They're hungry. They want something. They need something. If it ain't the kids calling me, the husband's calling me. I'm trying to work. This is what I'm working with. Can you get off my computer? I got stuff to do. So I am partially through. Look at this, y'all. Getting this week going. Got tons of stuff mapped out. Got my hard things on the bottom. And I can't get them out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Yeah. The possum teeth. Get. Chloe, don't take the computer. Come on, man. Come on. Leave it here. Y'all got a computer
Daddy
already.
talking the TV. Carson talking the computer.
Y'all already
You're hogging this computer.
You got what you need. Y'all
No,
got
I
one
don't.
computer.
Carson won't watch Ocho with me. He wants to watch his stupid show.
Do the hard things. What are the hard things? Getting it done no matter how many distractions come. That's what the hard things are. That's what the hard things are. Get your work done, even if they come and bother you.
Ow.
What you just hit? Stop, Chloe. Piles of clothes on the room is a mess. Doesn't matter. Do the hard things. This is what I'm. Don't push him off the bed, Chloe. Do the hard thing. Okay, so it is 8 o'clock. 2 hours later, I finally got my week scheduled out, and I'm not finished yet because I still have to go through more details of projects that I'm working on. But what I will say is it's crazy because when you start mapping out stuff in detail of what you want to do, you really get a realistic view of like, do I got time for all of this, and what's most important and what's not. And that's the whole thing about doing the hard things is you start valuing your time more when you plan your schedule. So let me just show you a little bit about what my schedule is. Still not finished, but this is just what I currently have on here is like what I want to do for my morning workout, and then what are my appointments for the week. And now I'm mapping out like client projects, my projects, and filling in the blanks for when that stuff needs to be done. So look at, so here we are with my schedule for the week. And as you can see, I have to book these classes in advance. So I have pretty much 6:30 every morning, 5:30 on Thursday and Friday, right? The class that I want to take. And then y'all know I get up at 3. So I'm filling in the blanks because I have like all our little weekly family to-dos. I have like client notes. I have my hard things, right? My main projects. And then I have like pre-scheduled appointments. So I can already tell Tuesday is slammed, right? From 12 o'clock all the way up till I pick up my kids, and then we have Boy Scouts and all that stuff. But I'm looking at my already pre-scheduled appointments, and this is helping me to see what kind of time slots I have available and how to map things out. So down here, I'm going to map out like projects that I have to work on. So this is kind of like my morning to myself time, my first 3 hours of the day. This is like my business time for appointments and stuff like that. And then client projects. And then this is going to be, whatever fillers need to go there. But yeah, my week is already planned and pretty slammed. And so like I have birthday parties this week. We have like I'm leading a holiday event. We're going ice skating on Friday, right? That's Friday. So we have 9:30 to 11:30 ice skating for homeschoolers, 12 o'clock holiday crafts, right? 5 o'clock Carson got basketball, 7 o'clock. So this is like the importance of looking at your week and getting clear, and also identifying what I need to delegate to my team to get stuff done. So yeah, it's pretty darn already booked and hectic. All right, y'all. So it's 9:20, and I literally got 2 laptops here that I'm working from. And I went through and I mapped out my week. I mapped out client projects and stuff like that. And one of the things that I realized is like I'm not going to have a lot of time this week during the day to do computer project, like stuff that requires for me to be online. I'll be running in the field a lot, and I have launches with clients, I have projects with clients, I have personal projects. So I realized like I got a couple things I need to get done tonight. So I just wrapped up social media posts for clients. So if you guys don't know, I run a content marketing agency. I help people create membership sites, courses, social media content, and all that stuff. And so I have a team, but right now we're in transition where we're setting up systems for the team to for us to have better communication. So we just started like a new project management tool and all these different things that we're doing. So as we're building that out, I'm taking on a lot of things, just to kind of start putting the systems in place, right? So yeah, so when I went through my schedule, I was like, you got like 3, I have I have like 3 or 4 things I gotta knock out tonight. I was supposed to work this weekend, and yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, really probably 4 or 5 things I gotta get done tonight. So I just finished one of them, working on the second one now, and I had to pull out the second computer. But this is the hard thing, right? Like, so here's the thing about the hard things. One of the hardest things is our mental space and the conversations we have with ourselves. And so, one of the conversations that I had with myself before was I should be a lot further along. I should be doing stuff differently, like kind of beating myself up a bit and talking myself out of things that I got to do. That's just a necessity in the season, right? Because I was comparing myself to others and saying that I should be X, Y, and Z. You fill in the blanks of whatever the assumption is where you should be and what you should be doing. And so I had to get over that. I had to tell myself, like, there's things that you want to accomplish if you could just stay focused on your lane, right? Stay focused on your lane. Do what you got to do for you and stop trying to keep up with what everybody else's mission looks like, right? And so that's kind of where I am, right? There's certain things about what I'm doing with my business that I had to put energy and effort into, and it doesn't look like other people's business models, right? So one of my business models is having one offer and one core focus where I can just invest everything into it. And it's a training school, right? And there's other pieces and stuff to it. But it's that. And so it's going to take me a while to build it up. And it's taken me years to get here, right? And I'm going to be honest, some days I second guess, like, maybe I'm pursuing the wrong thing. Maybe I should do something different. Maybe. But this thing has been on my heart for like 8 years. And so, so I'm just choosing, I'm praying and choosing to operate in faith that the vision that I have is the vision that God has given me. And that I'm going to honor that vision and see it all the way through to completion. So meaning everything that I have a vision for, I'm going to get it out of my head and I'm going to act on it. And so it is not easy to be consistent in that, because a lot of times we start, like I said, you compare notes and then we look at timelines and we're like, I should be a lot further along. Maybe this isn't working. Maybe I should quit. Maybe. Right. There's a lot of things that come up, but it is what it is. Like when God gives you a vision, you have to see it through. And so, anywho, that's where I am. I am seeing this thing through. I'm going to build it out, and I'm taking you guys with me. Now, let me just say this. So I'm the queen of ideas. I got up at like 2 o'clock this morning and 3 o'clock this morning, and I had this idea, right? I'm drinking me a hot cup of tea with no caffeine. It's like a herbal tea with no sugar, no honey. That's another thing about my health that I want to start really taking care of my health. But yeah, so I got up at 2 o'clock this morning, and I've had this other vision, which y'all will hear more about later. I'm not giving myself permission to entertain that right now. But I had this other vision, and I got up this morning, and I was like, I can see how this is going to come into play. And I mapped it out. But I mapped it out and put it on the shelf until I completed what's in front of me right now. So that's how this ball bounces, is that other things will come up, other things will be thrown your way, but you have to commit to finishing where you are. Otherwise, you'll always have a new distraction. Always. So I'm just not giving myself permission to be distracted right now. I'm giving myself permission to complete the task. So it is 11:41 p.m. and I finished some projects for clients. Like I had things kind of on my little to-do list here. But I still have more to do. So it's a late night, but I feel like I'm just starting to get stuff in order. I don't know why I always feel that way, but I'm actually taking action while getting stuff in order. But this is really literally like my first week really scheduling things. So I really actually do feel very organized right now. And it's just that tonight I had to get a lot of stuff done because my week is very packed. of activities and appointments and calls and this, that, and the other. So I gotta use my nights and my early mornings to my advantage. So most people are like, well, when do you sleep? So I'll sleep now from like 12 to maybe 3 or 4 and get some stuff done. And then I'll take a little nap in the morning. So I might get like 5, 6 hours of sleep, 4 or 5. But I did have a nap earlier today, and I rested for like 4 hours, so I feel good. I don't feel exhausted or tired or drained, because remember I said I gave myself permission to come home and chill. So I actually feel really good. So, but I'm going to shut it down because it's almost midnight, and I know I'm going to get up early, and I'll be rejuvenated again, because this will be like little spurts of naps, actually, and they do me just right. So, wrapping up.